Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu einer weiteren Folge Find Love or Die Trying. Wir sind jetzt im dritten Zyklus und sollen jetzt jeden von denen einzeln einmal daten. Mal sehen, was dabei jetzt rumkommt. Unser erstes Date haben wir mit Scarlett. I know it sounds crazy, but there's a horde of zombies outside. The brothers Five and a lot of our behind the scenes help went crazy and... Scarlett, you did this, didn't you? Wait, what? I've been here the whole time with Dread. I couldn't have. I've never heard of anything like this. Wait, what? It's true. I can vouch for her. We've both been here since our date started. Well, either way, I bet you can create a cure for it, no? I mean, I probably could, but I would need my equipment. I'm not sure why, but I can't find it anywhere. Shh. Follow me, you can use our lab. We follow Cat to the games room. Ooh, Cat patted against the wall of the games room, revealing a hidden trapdoor. She walked in and beckoned us to follow. We walked down spiraling stairs for who knew how long. I lost track more than a few times. Ooh, I remember this place. You should have everything you need in this room to make a cure. Just don't go snooping around. This lab belongs to R&D, and we could all get in trouble if you do. Interessant. Sehr interessant. Actually, this place doesn't have everything I need. What else do you need? To build a cure, I'm going to need a sample of whatever this is. I need a live specimen. I'm sure you can help with that, Dread. I've got some editing that needs my attention. You got this. And just like that, she was gone. What the fuck? If it makes you feel better, I will help you catch somebody. You sure? If you're the only one who can make the cure, then it might be better for you to stay back. No thanks. There's no way I'm letting you out there alone. I don't want you to think I'm weird, but I've just got this feeling that I would be pretty good at collecting unwilling zombie specimens. That is weird, but in this case she's absolutely correct. Some memories must be intact, even if they're kept below the surface. Well, let's get on with this. Interessant. Wenn sie das dieses Mal nicht ausgelöst hat. Wer war... Ellie, hast du das diesmal ausgelöst? Faszinierend. We went back up to the surface. Everywhere we looked was overrun by zombies. We wouldn't stand a chance against the group, so we spent the day trying to split them up as we are searching for lone wolves. Brains, bananas. We're in luck. We finally got an isolated sample. How are we supposed to bring him in though? One bite and we are finished. I've got just the thing. Scarlett pulled out a pair of brass knuckles. Where did you even get that? Is that really important right now? You mind looking the other way for a second? It's embarrassing. Sure, Scarlett. I turned around. Brains, bananas. I hope your health insurance covers this. Track. Once more we're feeling. Are we the bad guys? Schön. We direct him back to the mansion, paying careful attention to not run into any more of the zombies running amok. Scarlett opened the hidden trapdoor in the games room and I pulled For's unconscious body in. Oh fuck, my hand slipped, causing For's body to tumble down the stairs. Bonk, bonk, bonk. He just kept going and going. I know, I will get him. Better get him quick or we won't. You're going to have a live specimen. Luckily I managed to catch him pretty quickly. We put him on the operating table for Scarlett to analyze. Interesting, what's up, Scarlett? This virus is pretty clear it's man-made. Even more interesting is that it looks like something I would make. Not that I ever made zombie virus Dread. Hahaha. Yes you have, it's kind of cute how you try to hide it. Cat, you there? Weird, I thought Cat was supposed to be able to hear us from anywhere on the island. Maybe there's no microphones all the way down here. I guess so. I was going to tell you we've got secure now. Sweet, great work, Scarlet. You're better at it. We administered secure to 4, then went back upstairs together. Cat, you there? What's up, Scarlet? I've been waiting for hours. I've been waiting hours for you guys. You two done yet? We've got secure now. We will need your people's help to administer it. We will be right on it. Lay low for now. We are coming to get you. In the meantime, Dad, how about you tell me about yourself? It would be my pleasure. With Cat's help, we managed to clear the zombie plague with just enough time left in the day for a lovely dinner with Scarlet. After that, I went for a night walk with Ellie to somewhere safe from prying eyes. You should buy a girl dinner first before you murder her in the woods, you know. I think I found the way to bring the others' memories back. You found their lab, didn't you? Pretty much. Sweet, I wasn't sure how to get back there after they shipped us out of there. So that's a huge win. So where is it? There's a secret trapdoor in the games room. You just have to press a hidden panel in the wall. That said, how are we supposed to get in without being seen? There's cameras everywhere, and Scarlet and I were only allowed to enter because of the whole pandemic. Don't you worry about that, I've got an inside man. For's gonna be helping us override a few cameras and microphones in the mansion with old recordings. For? That way we can get in and stay inside long enough to get their memories back, without raising any sort of fuss. We haben... Okay. The brother that we KO'd today down the stairs. What's that look for? I'm surprised he is still standing for after today, to be honest. I wouldn't work with people who go down that easily. Was For always working for you? Nope, never till now. But we can't afford to refuse his help. I've had him improve his trustworthy, don't worry, you can count on him. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, we have everything we need for the first part of the plan. Up for a trip down memory lane together? Sounds like a plan. Okay, interessant. You guys have to see this, trust me. Ellie put her hands against the secret panel. A second later the wall parted to reveal the winding staircase. 4 became intimately and repeated familiar with. Did Ellie prove For's trust before or after his little trip on the stairs? Whoa, you guys found my secret spot already? I'm sorry, what? I found this place this morning. Oh, that was super. I sat near the top of the stairs and played for a while. It was more fun to play in the dark. Hold me back, Dread. Ellie explained the situation as we walked down the stairs. Sure enough, they were skeptical, except for Scarlet. Okay, your story makes a little more sense when you come down there. We worked towards the machine in a mixture of awe and fear. The markings on this machine my father's company made this. Why? They didn't. Not my baby. I'm sorry, everyone. I wish what I had to say wasn't true, but it is. I don't know why we are being kept here. Why they film the show over and over. But I know that if we don't escape and fast, they're going to kill us sooner or later. Brett and I are going to do our very best to make sure all of us get out of here alive. But to do that, I need you to trust me. Trust you with what? I need you to trust me enough to step back into the tanks they kept you in. For us to escape, we need all of us to have our memories back. Otherwise, you won't trust us enough. I would have to be quite foolish to just step in this tank because someone said so. Well, you can trust her. Excuse me? I know, she's telling the truth about this machine because I built this. Ellie. This isn't the first time we've met, is it? No, it isn't. We've gotten to know each other quite a few times by now. It's a strange feeling. Oh, on one hand this is horrible. On the other, I'm glad that the machine works. Maybe one day we will put it to use in the way it should be. Alright, I will trust you. We just walk back into the machine. Thank you, Violet. I know it would be difficult to trust me, so I appreciate it. There's a machine that should have your name on it. Go into it, and then Dread and I will start the reversal process. I do hope this works. It should be, but it might hurt a bit. Do spare me from the details, please. Scarlet and Violet walk to their respective machines. I don't really get it, but I trust you, Dread. And besides, I got a thing for big things made out of metal. They're like mecha, I guess. Is this going to hurt? It is. It is. I'm sorry, Yui. Don't be Dread. I'm happy you wouldn't lie to me. It makes me even more sure to trust you. Here we go, Yui. Let's do this. Alright, they're in the tanks. Let's do this, Dread. On it. Even if it was necessary for all of us, the screams from the reversal process were almost more than I could take. Ellie and I covered our ears. Violet, Scarlet, you and Terry remembered years of memories in a matter of minutes. After doing all this, we better be getting out of here. Violet, Scarlet, Yui and Terra stepped out of the tank, after what must have felt like hours to them. Guys, you okay? This probably isn't the time to mention it, but I made a bet with 4 about what would happen when they got the memories back. What did you bet? I'm going to watch from a safer distance, if you don't mind. If looks could kill, the girls had just gotten out of the tanks would have killed me several times over. They ran to me yelling and screaming. You 5-timing little cheater! Wait, I can explain. Too late, they were all on me like hyenas. Yeah. Now that we've calmed down, how about we go over the escape plan? It better be good, Ellie. For your sake, Dread. Out with it then. Alright, listen up. Over the next hour, Ellie explained her plan from start to finish. Trust me, it's the best we got. If this is our plan, we are doomed. Sehr zuversichtlich. Congrats, Dad, you made it today too. You really gave our audience a run for the money yesterday with Scarlet. And that's before we got the zombies involved, believe it or not. I'm glad to hear that. You think you will choose Scarlet at the end of this? Too early to say. I figured it's best to make things seem uncertain as possible. Not to. Kat said that getting low ratings during the show could end up with them. If that happens this time, then game over. The only reason why we are able to make these moves right now is because Ellie's machine glitched out. Who knows if that would ever happens again. There's no room for error. Too early to say right now, but she's definitely up there, Kat. I like the sound of that. But you know what I like even more? Drama. And what better way to start that fire than a full day date with another woman? If it ain't broke, so who's gonna... You. Have you even ever noticed that there's only one room in the mansion that's locked? Nope, not even a bit. Really? It's right by the games room, and it's not the hidden one. I'm starting to understand why you have been stuck here all this time. I was snooping around at night looking for snacks when I saw Kat open it, using a black key that she kept on her keyring in her pocket. It's definitely a master key. I've seen her use the same key both in the mansion as well as on the other buildings. Sounds like it would be pretty good to get our hands on that. Exactly. If you get me that key for even a minute, I can make a mold of it so we can use a duplicate. I'm betting that would be pretty helpful for us. That's awesome, but wouldn't Kat notice her master key going missing? You're absolutely right, especially if you or I try to take it. I'm feeling a but coming. But it won't be you or I taking it. Tomorrow us. Der Hase. Der Hase. Dieser verdammte Hase wird das machen. Der Hase wird darauf abgerichtet, den Schlüssel zu klauen. Let me go get Yui. By the end of tonight, you will both understand why it has to be you two. I would say sounds like a plan, but I have no idea what's going on. Okay? Trust me, Dread. When have I ever been wrong? I could list every single date we had been on as evidence. Those don't count. Yui, there's just something about her, you know? We will make it happen. Interessanterweise ist das gerade genau die Reihenfolge, die ich auch vorher hatte. Zuerst Scarlett, dann Yui. Interessant, dass das die Reihenfolge ist. It was the first date since getting all of the girls' memories back. We went for a walk out in the woods, the same date we had when we truly had met again for the first time. It was a little awkward at first, figuring out how to not give away what we know on camera, but we figured it out pretty quick. It's so nice to see you again, Dread. I feel the same way, Yui. After all this time, it's got to be fate, hasn't it? It must be. To be honest, I feel a little like things are going in a little over my head. The show, meeting you again, everything. It's just moving so fast. Something I feel like everything's just moving too fast for me to keep up. But with you, everything feels alright. Like I know it's going to be okay. Would it be okay if we just spent today this way? She leaned in close and put her arms around me. I wouldn't have it any other way, Yui. Wait a minute, what about getting the master key? I can tell from your face what you're thinking about. Don't worry, I've got that covered. Ban, ban, ban. Ich wusste es, der Hase. Ban, ban, ban darted out of a nearby bush and ran to Yui's side. Who is a good boy? You are a good boy. She picked him up and hugged him tight. It was impossible not to smile. I almost forgot. Ban, ban, ban. Hand. Mama leaped out of her arms and dashed towards the mansion. And with that out of the way, how about we walk for a little longer? What just happened? Ich wusste es. Ich wusste, dass dieser verdammte Hase den Master Key klauen wird. Ich wusste es. She reached for my hands and held it tight. I would like that. We worked and talked for hours. When we took breaks, we laid next to each other on the grass, talking about anything and everything. You is a lovely girl. At times I remember how dire the situation we were in, and I couldn't help but freeze up. But with Yui, I'm never afraid to face those fears. She makes me braver with just her smile. Even when she couldn't ask me directly about what was on my mind, she found ways to comfort me despite that. And in turn, to make her smile made me feel lighter than air. Life with her would be wonderful. I've got to make sure to get us all out of here safe. Dread? Yeah, I love you, Dread. I hope we can spend another day together just like this, soon. I can't wait for that day, you. I will be counting the days till then. We walked back to the mansion together, hand in hand, then went our separate ways. Dread, you would not believe what happened to me today. What happened, cat? I got attacked by some kind of forest monster. Nennt sich Hase. Ein durchgeknallter Hase. It was at least 10 feet tall. Had monster's teeth and there was at least 5 of them. It took everything I had to not laugh. Luckily I managed to fight them off without any permanent injury. I made sure that 4 deleted the footage. That shit was both embarrassing and traumatic. That's good to know. This is the worst run yet. What do you mean by that? Oh, nothing. I've just had a long day. I will bet. You should get some rest while you have the chance. 5 hours peace is nothing to sniff at. You're making fun of me, aren't you? Not at all, cat. Forest beasts affect 1 in 10 people. It could happen to you. Right. I will see you later, Dread. Good night, Dread. What the heck? Mission success. I can't believe that worked. How did you train your pet bunny to do all that? It's all thanks to our special training last night. I may have made a few contacts with a few devils from the forest, but I'm sorry, what? I'm half kidding, don't worry about it. Warte mal, half kidding? Oh, scheiße. Das ist beunruhigend. Wird scharf. Are the keys ready to use? Not yet, which sucks. It's going to take a little longer for the makeshift plaster to set. Where did you get the plaster from, by the way? Believe me, knowing more about how we got it will not make you any happier as a person. I'm cool with not knowing. Anyway, the keys will probably be usable by tomorrow morning, but you will have to have your next date by then. We'll test them out as soon as it's night tomorrow. Sounds good? Sounds good to me. Awesome, let's go, team. How about you let the rest of the girls know that? Four has disabled the audio recordings in the house at night, so we should be good to talk back up there. I will let them know. Sehr interessant, wie das gerade alles abgeht. I work back up the staircase, back to the mansion. Where are they? Ah, I can hear some sounds from the kitchen. I will make my way over. Hey Violet, how are you? Goodness, apologies, Dread, I didn't see you there. You seemed pretty deep in thought. What's on your mind? Besides to say hundreds of different versions of memories of the same week, I'm worried ahead for the people back home. Yuri has her brothers to worry about, though she tries not to burden anyone with that feel. Everyone has family out there, and who knows what's happened to them in the last, well, however long we have been trapped in here. I have never gotten along with my parents that well, but even so, they must be worried sick. I'm sure they're doing fine, Violet. And they're going to be so happy to see you again. You're right, Dread. Though, there's no way you could know that for sure, could you? I guess so, but we've got to believe, right? I suppose you're right once again, Dread. When we finally escape this dreadful place, I'm going to hold him so tight. It's kind of funny. What is Violet? I told you I had a twin sister, right? Yeah, you did. Her name was Viola. That would be her. She was always my parents' favorite. You know, the type she came first in just about everything, while I did not. Even so, we got along just fine. I was proud to call her my sister. Then there was the accident. She saw the car before I did. She moved to protect me before I could, and in the end, she was hit before I was, and she died for it. I'm so sorry, Violet. Before then, I had no problems being second place to her. But for her sake, for just that one time, I wish I had come in first. Naja, dann wäre es aber andersrum gewesen. Dann hätte sie sich... das ist immer so die Sache. Dann hätte sie sich nicht Vorwürfe gemacht. I'm oversharing, and I apologize. It's okay, right? Just say what you're feeling. You are kind to it. It's something I adore about you, you know? After Viola died, I did my best. I did my very best to live up to the standards she set to my parents. You can probably guess how well that went. I wasn't as good as running the business or appearing prim and proper, or even things like finding a partner. It's a little embarrassing, really. That's the whole reason why I came here. My parents saw an ad for the show and thought it might help me. Or perhaps they just wanted to kick me out of the house to make more room for my new baby brother. I couldn't resist the chance for them to support me for once. At times I feel like I can't do anything right. Look at how the show has developed. And this is a nightmare in every regard. Violet. Yes? I held her in my arms tightly. You are an incredible woman, and believe me, there's nothing you can't do. I've seen you put the fear of God into the Brothers 5 and make delicious meals that some people would probably kill for. Even if this is a nightmare, it's one we are going to get out of together, and we wouldn't be able to do it without you. You are too kind. Thank you. I appreciate it. But enough about that. Have you remembered anything about why we came here? Unfortunately I haven't, but I'm hoping that the master key we pilfered will help with that. I hope so, for your sake. In the event where it does not provide any answers, my previous offer about finding your help outside of here to get your memories back stands. Thanks, Red, I really appreciate it. It is the least I could do. I still fancy you quite a bit, you know. I know it's not the time or place, but maybe when we get out of here, perhaps you will join me for, say, a lovely cruise around what's left of the world. I'm looking forward to the day. As I am. We talked a few moments longer before retiring for the night. Und an dem Punkt würde ich jetzt auch mal diese Folge beenden. Mal sehen, wie es dann beim nächsten Mal weitergeht. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen und bis zum nächsten Mal. Ciao.